Good morning, Arthur.
Good morning.
Well, good morning, killer. You got hit by a horse. Or is it just your face when you wake up?
Would you look at that? Okay there, boss?
I'm good, Micah. Oh, Micah. Bill told me that he found horse excrement on his bed. Do you know something about that?
Well, maybe he shat himself.
Yeah, right. Get back to your business.
Hey, Micah?
Huh. Ooh, this'll be fun. What do you want, cowpoke?
I was wondering, you know, since you're here, we never really took the time to know each other, and you got plans for today?
Okay. What kind of plan you got inside your mind, Arthur?
I know it's kind of weird, but I'm trying to be a good partner. We are a whole gang with such amazing people, and I mean, it's for the better that we keep some sort of complicity between each other. You know, keep us unified.
Yeah, right. Go fuck yourself.
Look, Micah, I'm not gonna beg at your feet. I'm just asking to accompany you, just once to get to know you.
Did you do something to him, Dutch?
Nope, Dutch didn't do anything, Micah. I told you it is all me. Let's go for a ride together.
Wait. You're actually serious?
I'm dead serious, Micah.
You must have really hit the low point. Anyway, I don't know what or who got you happy like that. But, all right, why not? It's not like I got anything else to do anyway.
Just perfect.
I swear you better not be playing some kind of games, cowpoke, because I'm gonna kill you. I can't believe I'm going for a ride with Arthur Morgan.
Oh, cut all this, Micah. You never stop complaining, don't you? I'm sure it will be great.
Good.
Okay. Well, that was something.
What the hell am I doing? Well, the weather's good, right?
Okay. And you're trying to have a conversation with me while we're riding.
I'm just trying to know a little more about you. I mean, you're so quiet and so noisy at the same time.
Okay, Morgan. You keep telling you that. Cowpoke.
You're a funny guy, ain't you?
You're a weird man, Arthur Morgan. I'm actually gonna start thinking that you want to make up with me. I'm not an easy man. Not like Bill.
Oh, come on, Micah. Please don't be a jerk. Just for a minute, at least.
Fine, fine. So what do you want to talk about, Arthur Morgan?
Actually, I don't know.
I must be dreaming right now.
You're so serious, Micah. I'm just messing with you.
Really funny, Morgan. Really funny.
Not trying to mix into your business, but just a simple conversation with you. I wouldn't mind, actually.
Good. You wouldn't mind. That's great.
I could start if you want. You want to know a little about me.
Nope, I don't want to know anything about you.
So you don't want to talk, hmm?
Well, actually, I have to pay a visit to an old acquaintance.
Well, that's a start.
Yeah, well, he's got a debt to settle. So this ain't no friendly visit?
I'm wise to your meaning on this one, partner.
Okay, then. That's great. So, he's got himself an old shop in Saint Denis. Likely be holed up there? You see where I'm going?
Oh, I read you loud and clear, partner.
All right, Morgan. We gotta light a shuck out of here. Time to run the legs off our horses.
Could that be John riding that horse over there?
Matters none, ain't my concern. Let's move it, Morgan.
Hey! Nicely done!
Oh, dang, that really was him.
Morgan? What the hell was that about? You're in trouble.
All right, we have arrived, Cowpoke. God, I hate this town. Okay, Arthur. Why don't you plant yourself here while I go have a word with Logan Solo?
Don't think you're gonna get rid of me that easy, Micah. And I ain't about to sit tight like some lapdog, neither.
Yeah, but he doesn't know you, and, I'm not trying to spook him off, you see?
Well, if this varmint's in debt to you, he's got good reason to quiver.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Dang it.
So, should I tail behind you? Lead on, show me the path, will you?
You know what? I don't care. Do what you want, but do not screw this up.
Ah, okay, boss.
Because I ain't about to let this pass, not by a long shot. Understood?
Yep.
Good.
And I swear, after that swig, I tell you, all she aimed for was to dance all night long. She was all, come on, Logan, let's dance. Woo.
Whoop.
What the...
Whoa, that's nice.
Hey there, Logan. Ring a bell, do I?
Oh, Micah?
Been some time, ain't it?
I wouldn't do that if I were you, my friend.
Yeah, okay. The shop's shuttered right now, but, you can swing by, come on.
Nice
okay?
try, Logan, but you know good and well what brings me here.
No, I don't. And who in tarnation are you?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I am no one to mess with. Now quit your dancing around and spill what we're itching to hear. God damn it.
Okay, Logan.
You listen.
You know you owe me money, and it's time to pay up.
But what sum of cash we discussing here?
Well, Logan, if memory serves, I think we're talking near $200.
Well, I'm sorry, Micah, but I ain't got that kind of dough on hand. Like I said, shop's closed, so maybe try again tomorrow.
I'm getting angry now.
Whoa! Wait, sweet Josephine!
You better talk now, Logan.
Look, even if I had money here, it wouldn't be mine to give, so I can't hand it over to you. I'm sorry.
What a shame. All right.
All right, then.
You don't need to do this.
Oh, you're gonna speak now.
Oh, no,
I'm supposed to do that.
no! Shit!
You're doing this to yourself, Logan.
What the? Ah!
What aren't you understanding?
Jesus! Shit! Wait!
Speak! God damn it!
Oh, I know. You goddamn hearing me?
Wait, please!
I'll have to kill you.
Okay, please, just hear me out. I ain't carrying any cash on me right now.
I don't believe it. Am I not being clear?
Please, Micah, you gotta believe me. I can't hand over this money. I swear.
So you do have money here. You could have spared us the runaround. Now where is it?
I won't ask you again.
All right, enough. Head on back inside by the cash register. There's a safe. Larry's money's in there.
You go take a look, Arthur. And it's not like I'm stealing from you, Logan. I mean, you owe me, right? So technically, you stole from me.
I don't like this.
Okay, where the fuck are you?
We can do this all day. I'm not leaving without my money.
Found it. Bastard wasn't lying.
Well, well, well. See? Wasn't that hard, Logan? Next time you try to screw me, Logan, there will be no countdown. You got it? There will be no next time anyway. See you later. Come on, Morgan.
Well, at least it was entertaining.
You did a good job, actually, cowpoke. I'm impressed.
Oh, shut it. It was all you.
You know what? You're right, actually. It was all me.
Yep, you really can be you sometimes.
So, we went riding together. We settled the things I needed to settle, and I got my money. So, I guess we can call it a good trip together. Yeah.
You plan to go somewhere, Micah.
No.
See? I can see your line.
I can see you're not too eager to step out of my way.
Micah, try to be a little bit, you know, grateful.
I'm going to Doyle's Tavern. I'm gonna drink some beers, Arthur.
What could be better than a cold beer after you've collected your dues?
Yeah, right. Arthur, would you come with me at Doyle's Tavern?
It is so kind of you to offer me a drink, Micah. Gotta say, this whole mess got me thirsty.
Right.
I never refuse a drink.
Okay, wow. So, I'm paying too, apparently. Great.
Oh, you're paying too. How fortunate I am today.
Yeah, who would have thought?
So Micah Bell can actually be nice sometimes. What a scoop.
Please get on your horse.
Are you mad?
Man, she is one hot lady.
I ain't drunk. I'm just sleeping.
It's not that bad. Not at all.
Quit looking at me, you pervert.
I like you. You're real pretty.
Actually, you're right, it's not that bad. Except for the 3 rats I saw running on the way in. What's the meaning of this, Doyle?
Oh, ain't you the comedian?
Tell you what, Doyle. Maybe I'll help you get rid of them one day.
Fine then.
So, what was the background to that altercation just now?
Well, just an old friend, and he screwed up. What a shame. Yeah. Logan and I go way back. One day we played a game of poker in a bar similar to this one. It wasn't an easy game, but I won it all. He kept a big smile on his face and swore he'd give me my money the next day.
Yeah, not sure if that's smart or stupid.
Yeah, except that was the last time I saw him, and he slept with my money for months. He probably bought his store with it. Maybe a part of it anyhow.
Well, at least this son of a bitch handed you something back.
Yeah, he sure did, Morgan.
Are you drunk, Micah?
No, I'm not. Not against you, but I don't feel like getting drunk next to you, Morgan.
Oh, I guess the feeling's mutual. Oh, you know how to play poker. I just thought you were a poke, actually.
Good Lord.
Next time you got a joke on hold like this one, try to be on time and try to be funny.
Yeah, all right then. But I found it funny.
You know what? Tell me about you, Morgan.
You really want to?
Since this morning, you look like you're dying to. So please, tell me about you, Arthur.
Ain't really much to say about my childhood, actually.
Your childhood?
You know, my father was a backstreet criminal, and my mother was all right, you know. A typical good and loving mother. I miss her sometimes. Can't say the same for that shitty excuse of a father I had.
Let me guess. He used to beat you, huh?
Well, actually, no. He never touched me. The only time he laid a hand on me was the day I swore in front of his friend Bodie. His real name was Baudelaire, but people called him Bodie. What an ugly bastard. Sometimes he used to come to our house and go into town with my father. My mother and I knew how much of a bad influence he had on my father. My mother told me she'd heard some rumors about Bodie, that they'd seen him robbing folk in the middle of the day, and always accompanied by some guy wearing a mask. And that guy was my father. Yeah, my mother and I knew it was him right away, but she never tried to interfere. She just expressed to me her concerns towards him. I used to ask my mom where my father was some nights, and she would answer, "You know damn well what your father's doing right now. He is robbing people. Your father loves stealing. But he doesn't hurt them. He simply pulls his gun on them and takes all their belongings. That's why he wears a mask, so he can hide his face and don't have to kill anyone. At least, that's what we thought. One day, my mother catches my father, his name is Lyle, by the way, coming back home with some blood on his clothes. Of course, my father refused to talk about it, and my mother ended up letting it drop. She decided to pretend nothing had happened. Weirdly, the following day we hear about 2 murders committed in town. The local hotel manager and a random man shot dead in front of the hotel. My mother and I quickly put the pieces together. My father and Bodie were definitely the ones responsible, and one of them had to pull the trigger. But we kept our mouths shut, never breathed a word to anyone. My father made himself quiet for a few days, and the town had quietened down in the meantime. But then one night, my father went out into the town again, most likely to join, you know, Bodie. And my kid's natural curiosity led me to do one thing that my mother hated the most: climbing on the roof. One of my childhood passions, just so you know. And on that roof, I spent something like 25 minutes. And after those 25 minutes, I noticed someone approaching her house. Daddy's back. He must have gone into town for a drink. That's what I thought at first. And what was my surprise when I realized that the person coming towards the front door of our house was not my father, but that piece of garbage, Bodie. He was heading straight towards our house, all alone without my father by his side. Right after he opened the door, I could hear the sound of the floor creaking up from the roof. Bodie was inside the house, staring at my mother, who was sleeping. And in the sweet silence of wind, the cicadas on a warm summer's night, a sudden sound breaks the silence. a short scream from my mother. The sound of a skull hitting the floor. I've listened to my mother being silenced by force. I heard my mother being choked to death by my father's friend. A couple of minutes went by, and I could no longer hear my mother's struggling cries, only the floor creaking again. This son of a bitch, Bodie, had stayed there for a moment, and I was still in total shock, sitting on the roof, and I just couldn't move. I had no idea at all about what was going on. And after 10 minutes of complete silence, Bodie comes out of the house and starts to look around. But I soon realized that he was looking for me. Thank God, he hadn't thought of getting on the roof to get a better picture. He went on his way. On that summer night in 1873, Baudelaire Newman had come to the Morgans' house with the intent of murdering them. My father only came back the morning after, and I will always remember the look on his face, his empty stare at my mother's cold body. At his wife's cold body. And that bastard didn't even shed a tear at her funeral. He was this close to burying her with our dog. My father was evidently cleared of the murder of my mother, as Harold, the town's bartender, had confirmed that my father was with him the whole night. Then they asked me if I knew, or if by mere chance I might have done it. I replied, "No, officer. How could I commit such a crime at such a young age and on my own mother?" They then asked me, "Did you see or heard anything?" And I replied, "No, sir. It was very warm, so I thought I'd sleep outside. I don't know. I've never been a fan of gossip, not even about my own family. And they ended up describing my mother's death as an unjustified cause. I haven't seen Bodie since that day, and my father kept me close to him constantly. He wouldn't leave me alone for a single moment. I had to follow him everywhere he would go. I had never been that close with my father before, and it felt strange to watch him doing normal, everyday things like a regular human being. My mother had to die for my dad to finally begin to behave like a dad, and he still didn't know how my mother really died. Nah. I kept that dark secret all to myself for exactly 1 year. Only 1 year, because then one day, the day of the 1-year anniversary of the death of my mother, I had an instant of weakness. So I told my father the whole story, and then he gave me the exact same look that he had when he watched my mother's dead body. He didn't say a single word. He just got up from his chair, kept his mouth closed, and walked out the door, doing the most unthinkable thing. He left his hat at home. That man, Lyle Morgan, would never leave his house without his hat. So, why would he tonight? Right after learning the truth about my mother's death. And instead of yelling or punishing me, once again, my childish natural curiosity, combined with the fear of bumping into Bodie, forced me to discreetly follow my father. He was on his way into town, heading into a house I had never seen before. He walked straight to the door and stepped inside like he already knew the person who was living there. And this time, after no more than 2 long minutes of quiet, kneeling in the dirt in the middle of the night in total confusion, with only the sound of frogs and cicadas in the background. Then, in the very next moment, a man came out of the house. What a surprise! Bodie. That house was Bodie's. And he came out with someone hanging on his shoulder. And that someone was my father. Only a year after my mother's death, my father finally joined her by the hands of the same man. Bodie fucking knew, man. I fled to safety on the roof of a nearby house. I didn't have the guts to follow Bodie, or even to come back to my house. There was nothing holding me there anymore. So I moved to a different town, which was better for my safety anyway. The next morning, my father's body was found shot through the heart in the middle of the street. There wasn't even an investigation. Nah, they called his murder an unjustified cause, just like my mother. Nothing was keeping me there anymore. And I had no wish to be living in the same town as the scumbag who had murdered both my parents. And for a few years, I was moving from one town to another, where I begged, stole, and very slowly began to burglarize. Started to hang out with bad boys like me. You know, the parentless, rejected ones. I quickly fitted in this life. I made a few friends in the city, and for a few years our lives were all about begging and stealing. And we loved it. We were practically unstoppable. And I practically followed in my father's footsteps. First as a necessity, then as a pleasure. Yeah, I would swear that we were just the best in that field. And then one particular day, sometime around 1878, I was seen in action by Hosea and Dutch. Was beating up a fellow who was at least twice my age for his money. And they congratulated me for it. Then they took me under their wings. From that day on, I've been part of the gang. They have taught me everything, both good and bad. And since the very beginning, I have always remained loyal and willing to do anything for our gang. I think you get the picture.
Wow, my God, you had a heavy weight on your heart, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just yapping endlessly. I'm a mess right now.
And that Bodie guy, did you ever see him afterwards? Because I would have gladly taken my revenge as an adult.
Oh, yeah, I did see him again. It had been about 10 years since Dutch and Hosea had took me on board, and I'd pretty much already became part of the family. One morning, Dutch approached me, told me he just came back from Blackwater, where he'd made a deal with some guy, but he told me that while he was there, he'd heard about some punk who was causing a lot of trouble in town. A certain punk by the name of Bodie. Hearing this bastard's name after all these years didn't make me think twice. Immediately, Dutch and I were on our way to Blackwater. Dutch brought me to Brody's house, and we waited for a few hours for him to come out. And he swore to me that waiting would be rewarding. And then, just when I was considering leaving, who did I saw coming out that house? The one and only son of a whore, Bodie. I immediately recognized that hideous, unmistakable face. So we stalked him for the rest of that day until we found a moment when he would be isolated. Luckily for us. At one moment, he headed to an alley to take a leak. The situation was perfect. He was totally alone. No one else around. It seemed like fate had wanted it to happen. I don't know how much booze he drank, but it was the longest pee I've ever seen in my life. So I approached him, and it took him a moment to realize that someone was standing behind him. He noticed I was behind him, but kept looking forward while pissing. Like a good person, I waited for him to be finished. And then came the moment his bladder was drained. That scumbag asked me what the fuck I wanted. I'm a man standing right behind your back in an isolated place. Obviously, I want you dead. I grabbed him and threw his body on the ground with all my strength. Then I stood over him and placed my hands around his neck. And then finally I squeezed and then squeezed and squeezed until I no longer heard a single noise coming out of his filthy mouth. Oh yeah, I've waited way too long for this sweet moment. But even up to now, I can't tell if I'm really pleased. It seems like I have stopped feeling anything at all since then. I didn't feel happy or relieved. I just felt empty. But yeah, right after that, Dutch and I fled back to the camp. And the next day, Baudelaire Newman's body was found dead in an alley from an unjustified cause.
Oh, you must be kidding me! Why the hell is a kid inside this place?
Hey, take it easy.
I am
over
so
there.
sorry, okay?
Are you gonna pay for that drink, boy? Kid or not, I want to see my money back in my pockets.
Hey, if you cuss fools gonna scrape, do it outside, you hear?
Damn, you guys scared me for a minute.
Hold on, you got scared? Morgan got scared.
I need some fresh air. Let's go for a walk.
Look, Morgan, it's not that I'm in any rush, but we need to get back to the camp now. Like, right now. We should have ridden with the horses.
I need a piss.
Psst, Morgan. Hey, Morgan. Come here.
Yeah.
On your left. You see them cowpokes walking over there? Well, they might be looking for us.
Yeah. Dumb bastard.
There seems to be 5 of them. We're 2 and you're too wasted.
I hope you know the way back to camp.
What do we got here?
Good.
Hold on.
I started to get bored.
Micah Bell? Yeah, that's you. I was looking for you. It appears that you have something that belongs to me.
Micah? No, I don't know any Micah. Who's asking anyway?
You quit playing me for a fool. My name is Larry Hilton, and you piece of shit stole my money. With the help of this drunken idiot.
Well, Mr. Hilton, that sounds like some serious accusations. Actually, this money belonged to me rightfully.
I beg your pardon?
The man I took it from was indebted to me for a certain amount. All I did is repossess my belongings with a small compensation for the time.
As far as I know, I am not a bank providing loans, and I do not have any interest in what Logan owed you. So you better give me my money back immediately. I do not want to kill you 2 shit sacks, but trust me, I will if I have to.
I understand, Mr. Hilton.
Mr. Hilton, my name is... Shit, damn, I forgot.
Oh, come on.
I was gonna say something, but... You ruined it.
Last warning, Mr. Bell. It seems like you're alone against the 5 of us, so just do as I say, or die.
Well, seems to me that you've already made up your mind. You want your money back? If it's gotta be like that, then...
Shoot that asshole! Kill him! Take him now! Fall back! Fall back!
Arthur Morgan.
Kill that bitch! How is he still alive? Just kill him, you useless bastard!
God damn you! You missed!
Somebody kill this motherfucker!
Damn it!
Morgan, the hell are you doing?
What the hell? What the hell was that? How is it even possible, you freak?
I just shot him.
Yeah, I got eyes, you know. How the hell did you just shot all of them in the head so fast? And they weren't even shooting at you.
Sometimes you just need to let the wind guide you.
All right, Arthur, I see them beers are still fogging you up. I might just act like I didn't see that.
The wind, Micah. The wind.
Yeah, the wind, I got it, Arthur. But now is time to get moving if we ain't looking to swing with the wind. We should saddle up now. I mean, like, right now, Arthur. So, that was a hell of a day, huh?
Yeah, I guess we can call it something like that.
Yeah, well, that's how I call it. A hell of a day.
Good for you, Micah.
So what, this day wasn't crazy to you?
I mean, killing people ain't something new to me. I've faced meaner than these blind fools.
We're no strangers to killing, that's for sure. But I was talking about us. You and me rolling into town and ending up running after killing folks.
I'm the one who killed them all.
Oh, you is so goddamn tough, ain't you?
Today was just another day. But riding with you was something special.
Is that so?
Yeah, you know plenty about me. But I still don't know a lick about you, Micah Bell.
Well, maybe I just don't like bragging about myself. Okay, fine. My brother hates me. Well, actually, my whole family hates me. And I'll never see them again in my life. Amos sent me a letter saying he'd kill me if I ever crossed his path again. Amos is my brother. He said he became a Christian. He swore to the Lord Almighty he'd protect his daughters from this evil world and repent his sins. That's pretty bold of him, seeing as my father, Amos, and I were real bad boys back then. The good old time. I really messed it all up.
And, what did you do exactly?
I guess there came a time when we couldn't understand each other. What a shame, huh?
If they left you just like that, they never loved you. Or maybe you did something terrible, and then I can see why.
Back then, what I did wouldn't have bothered the Bell family.
From what I'm hearing, it was more of a gang than a family.
I guess we can call it like that. Our words were gunpowder, not love. No love, nope.
Well, in the end, we're just alike. Two old bastards with blackened hearts. Forsaken. And after all we've been through for years, the wind led us to Dutch. He gave me a new purpose in life. And I figure he did for you too. That's why we must remain loyal to him. And the gang. Because with the life we chose, Dutch's gang is the closest thing to family we'll ever have.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, are you gonna be loyal, Micah? 'Cause this family won't stand for any dirty tricks from a bell.
Yeah, well, loyalty is what I'm aiming for every day. And for your information, I tried to be your friend before.
I ain't looking for a friend. I'm looking for a loyal partner. See? Beating people is what I do every day. But beating people for someone is something else. Especially for free. I know you're gonna keep that money for yourself. But that's okay. I ain't begging. But I hope you got the message, Micah.
I got it, Arthur, I got it. You're a bastard, but you're not that boring. And I learned things today, so thank you.
Don't thank me. That's what loyal partners do. All right, let's get some sleep. We need to be at the camp by morning.
Oh, look who's back. I forgot you both left together. How was yesterday? Looks like you two have had a busy time. Did you manage to have any fun together?
I mean, we didn't get bored, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of action?
Not really,
you know,
no.
just the usual crap.
Well, Uncle's drunken singing all night was the highlight of our action. And Bill tried to cook us something with Pearson. He really shouldn't have.
I'm sorry we missed that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Micah and I reached a bit of an understanding.
Is that so?
Yep, looks like I found my partner in crime. And this man right here...
Just call me Arthur.
This man right here is fast with his gun. I'm talking 5 men in a heartbeat. He's a true gunslinger. And he was drunk too, which made it even more impressive. Really impressive.
So you did have a lot of action.
Well, I just shot 5 fools. Blind ones, too. I'm pretty sure we had more action at Doyle's Tavern.
Yeah, Doyle's Tavern sure is quite a place. Even Doyle is quite a man.
So you had a drink together, too? Well, that's a good thing. Sharing things and creating bonds is a crucial factor to keep us united.
He told me the story of his horrible childhood and that good old Bodie. So you found him in Blackwater, huh? That's amusing.
Amusing, yeah. Well, that was a long time ago, right?
A long time ago, yeah.
The good old time.
Yeah, the good old time.
Anyway, it was quite a day. I was skeptical at first, but in the end, we had fun.
Well, that's good. I'm proud of you two. You and the others need to stick together and maintain that loyalty within our family. Because with what we're up against, that is all we have.
Hey, trigger finger.
Micah,
How are things shaping up?
I'm doing all right.
Good.
What about you?
Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. Well, I mean, I'm feeling the same as earlier. Hey, Strauss lined me up a new job collecting money from deadbeats. And I noticed you're pretty good at this, so you know, if you want to join me sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Well, okay then. Guess I'll see you around then, Cow... Arthur. Hey, Bill. About that horse shit you found in your bed. Well, actually...
So, Bodie, huh?
That's a long story.
Huh.